guys? Brandon with HBG Capital here. I got Hank. Hank has been a longtime investor of ours, and he's a good guy. I consider him a personal friend, and wanted to have him on today to give a quick little tidbit about his experience. Hank, thanks for hopping on with me, man.
Glad to help.
How are you doing?
Doing great, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. The first question I got for you, and as I was crafting these questions, I was thinking like, this is good. I don't ask these questions enough to my investors. When we're doing a lot of these investments, I'm so busy and you're so busy, we never really have a chance to like catch up and be like, hey, what are you enjoying about this? What are you not enjoying? I don't even know, to be honest with you, why you originally invested with us and kind of what your situation was. So tell everybody a little about that. What were you looking for? Or what were some of like your financial goals before we knew each other?
Well, I was very blessed to have invested in a startup company that was founded by a friend of mine. And a couple of years ago, that company was purchased by a larger company, and I ended up with a lump sum of money that I wanted to do something with. And rather than just spend it on every kind of toy that I could think of, I thought maybe I'd like to grow it. But I didn't want to put it in the stock market. I was thinking about that, but I thought, something could happen. I don't want to end up losing half of it because I lived through 2008 and lost some money in it. Mm-hmm. The market crashed that time. But anyway, so I thought, well, what could I do? I thought, real estate was something I wanted to do, but I didn't want to own rentals because that seemed like a new job to me, like taking on employment. And I wanted that. So a mutual friend introduced us. And when I met you, I had never done anything, any kind of investing like what you were offering, but it made sense to me. It sounded very safe because my investment was backed by the property in the first lien holder position. I felt like it was extremely safe. And once I got to know you a little bit, I realized that you all are excellent at what you do. You find properties for, just an excellent value, and then you add value through the renovations and sell them. And it's just been successful for years. So I thought, okay. So our first deal was for $456,000 to purchase and renovate 3 homes. And it was a big step. It was a little scary for me, but you've always done exactly what you said you were going to do. And it's been a great experience. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, you actually remember the exact number. That's impressive after all these years.
It was scary.
Yeah. And so obviously you had a background and had made some very successful investments in the past. Doing some like private equity stuff. I mean, that's like the serious stuff right there, man. That's like that's what the VCs do, investing in startups like that. What
I was to know this guy. He was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And the idea that he had for the company sounded brilliant, and I really thought a lot of the guy personally. So I was just in the right place at the right time and believed in what he was doing, and so I've been very blessed.
Very cool. And so when you got that money, you were looking for something that you wanted to kind of protect. You wanted it secured. You didn't like the stock market because of volatility, and you were looking for something that was truly passive. Like you were like, oh, I've heard rentals are the way, but actually there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So you wanted something where you could literally just kick your feet up and get passive income coming in.
Right. Because I work for myself. I fix German cars for people, and I like it. I like being my own boss, but the idea of just putting this money to work for me was very attractive. Rather than me going to work with the money, I just thought, put it in the hands of you guys, and it's just been tremendous. I think we've probably done 10 deals now, maybe, or more. So it's been great the whole time.
Really. Yeah, no, we've definitely enjoyed working with you. Now I'm kind of curious. Take me back to that first deal. We kind of just met, and we're sort of courting each other. What were your reservations that you had before you invested?
Well, I remember I asked you, how many of your investors have you ever, not paid back? And you said, well, none of them. We've always paid back our investors. If we didn't pay back our investors, then we would be out of business, And I thought, okay, sounds like capitalism to me. I love capitalism. I just, once I saw what y'all did, it just all made sense to me. And, real estate in Middle Tennessee has been really strong. It's going to hopefully continue to be strong for a while. The only thing that worried me was, okay, what's backing up? If I make you this loan, what kind of assurance do I have that if things go sideways, the house burns down or whatever, how am I protected? And when you explained all that to me, it all made sense. And it's been great. So.
Yeah, having the legal work and the legal paperwork is probably honestly the most important part, because doesn't matter how great the asset of the person is. If you're not secured, then it's like all the great benefits of the investment you really can't participate on because you're not secured correctly. Take me back to the time where, all right, you had your reservations. What ultimately made you want to pull the trigger on the first investment with us?
Well, I have always gone with my gut feeling about people and situations, and it has rarely ever been wrong. I wanted to do something with that money, and after you explained to me what you all do, I felt like it was extremely safe and a very nice return. So I thought, okay, let's try it. Let's do it.
All right. So you thought it was safe.
It wasn't a hard decision to make.
Now, this is a perfect segue into my next question. So besides a really great ROI on all the deals and the opportunities that we've done, has there been anything else that's stood out about our holdings company or HBG Capital that has had a positive impact on you or made an impression?
Well, just that you all have been extremely professional. You have always been extremely open. You want me to come out and see the property, see the progress that's being made. I just feel like you folks really know what you're doing and are good at it.
Well, thanks for the compliment. And last question for you, because I know you got to hop off and hang out with the family. What would you tell other investors? What are some things that they should know or maybe do if they're considering placing their capital with an operator? What advice would you give them?
Well, I would say first, make sure that the way the deal is structured, that it's all done legally with the proper paperwork and assurance so that you're the first lien holder. It's all the paperwork is in order, done by a title company and attorney, and also that the people that you're dealing with have a track record that is proven, not somebody who's doing their first or even fifth house flip. You want somebody who's got a proven record of performance. And, you all definitely do have that. So I would suggest look for those things.
Yeah, great advice. Thanks for hanging out with me and sitting here today and answering these questions. I appreciate it, Hank. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.